Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I will be kind of doing a little bit of a review on the 8.2 preview that was presented by Jeremy Fiesel, Muffinus, and I'll be reviewing that, and then later on this week, I'll actually be putting out individual videos about each thing that really interests me the most, if I had any problems with anything, that kind of stuff. This is going to be very general, just my initial thoughts, because I'm just kind of excited for this very big patch to come out, even though it's still a couple months away. So, I'm just going to hit probably a handful of my favorite things from the preview that they did. First of all, I want to just say, just because I follow him on Twitter, he's very interesting. He's very engaged with the secret community, which I am, at least I'm a part of. Everybody who joins is a part of it, but I'm not like a main person or anything. And so I definitely have always liked and admired Jeremy, and I thought he did a great job on the thing. Some people were commenting how he was a little bit awkward or shy or nervous or something like that, and that's probably just because he is. And I thought he did a really good job considering it's not his normal thing. I think they wanted to get Ian off of Ian, however you pronounce his name, off of the front lines there for a little bit, and Muffinus stood up and took the brunt of it, and it was mostly good news, so it wasn't too risky for him. But I just wanted to shout him out and say that he did a good job. On to the probably the number one thing that people will be talking about, and probably happy about, is the change to the Heart of Azeroth system. So they finally just got completely sick of everyone complaining about the current way things work with the armor, and that's all it is. And it's just a grind to unlock the same armor powers over and over again. So instead, they're making it so that your necklace itself will have like abilities and passive abilities that you unlock, and then you'll have these essences that you can acquire, and that's what you socket into those. So you'll have it's a little bit of a glyph system. People are calling it a glyph system. It is a little bit of a glyph system. That's true. But you will have choice. People keep saying they want choice. They want choice. Well, they are going to give you some choice. I know what people are going to complain about is they're not going to like their choices, and everyone's going to complain about something always, and especially in this game right now, especially in gaming right now. Really, I think it's because when there's 100 million games to choose from, seemingly, you can just kind of nitpick and be like, well, I'm just going to go to this game. I'm just going to go to this game. And usually at that point, if you let yourself get in that mindset, you kind of just end up kind of hopping around game to game and never really developing any kind of loyalty or anything like that. But not to divulge into that too much. But the system is really cool. It's giving the players what they want. I didn't really mind the system because I've been able to keep my Heart of Azeroth somewhat competitive. I'm at 47 right now, so I think I'm one away from having all my traits unlocked. I think the cap now is going to be 50 is what you're going to need it to be. Or before 8.2. After 8.2, it's going to need to go up again, so you're still going to have that grind. So people were complaining about that. I think that's fine. They're giving people what they want, and people should just be happy about that they actually do listen to their community. I'm not someone who's complaining about it hardcore. I thought that they already had made improvements to it. So, hey, you guys got what you want, so you should be happy about it, in my opinion. Yes, you'll find other things to complain about. I understand that. But overall, it was a good change. Oh, the next thing, kind of piggyback on that, was these trinkets that are also kind of a little bit of glyph trinkets. So you're gonna have choices of what you can socket into these trinkets, and that these trinkets I think directly tie into with the mechanical theme of like Mechagon, and I'll get into that next. But these trinkets you get, they're very powerful, and then you can socket different things into them. It's kind of like the old sock system. It said blue, red, and yellow sockets, and those are just different punch cards. Sticking with the gnome robot theme. If you ever went to Gnomergon, especially back in the day, you had to do the punch cards and everything, and so it kind of ties in with that, and you can power up your trinkets that way too. Again, just trying to give people more choices. For me, it's almost more annoying because now there's more stuff that I have to simulate and stuff like that. But for for a casual player where the choice doesn't matter, it helps two sets of players. Casual players to where they don't really care, they're just going to choose whatever one they think is coolest or copy their favorite streamer or something like that. And then you have like the super serious player who wants to simulate everything and have like 10 different gear sets. And then you have like the people in the middle of that, like me, who I'm a serious player, but I'm not like that serious to where like I enjoy constantly simulating my character. And then I'm also not casual because I do simulate my character and attempt to min max the best I can. And so for me, it's kind of annoying, but overall, it's probably a good change. And so, real quick, we'll talk about Mechagon. Mechagon is one of the new zones. There's two new zones, and then there's one that's like Naga themed and underwater themed, although the water is moved out of the way because they didn't want another underwater zone. Too many complaints with that. I think last time. I think they're probably going to stay away from that, even though Valshra is one of the best looking zones in the history of the game, and I actually enjoy leveling there now too, as well. The swim speed and stuff is so high it doesn't really matter to me. But I guess some people might have frame issues or something in there. People were saying. Anyways, Mechagon is like a mechanical themed island, and we're basically going to build this up in similar ways. People were saying like Timeless Isle and stuff. Well, I didn't play much in Pandaria, so for me, it reminded me more of like the Sunwell Plateau, whatever that island was called up there, the Isle of Caldenas. It kind of reminded me more of that, where we're going to be kind of building it up as we go. Not in the same exact way, of course, but we'll be kind of making it stronger. You're going to be building like defenses and stuff for your stuff as well with the resources that you gather. And some people or I think it was Jeremy himself, Muffinus, the presenter, mentioned on Twitter how he's interested to see how it's going to react in war mode, because like you can the turrets and stuff, like you can build defenses that will actually fight the opposing faction as well. So they were interested to see how that would work. Now that could be cool if it ends up being like a Clash of Clans thing, except for you're like a player character that has to try to run through it. Which also, by the way, I'm just thinking this off the top of my head, would be a really cool kind of like a side Brawlers Guild type thing where instead it's like Clash of Clans, like that's the game that I know the best off my head. I know there's like an island game or just like a tower defense game, right? And you just have to get through it with your character. That could be kind of cool. Maybe you have like certain amount of items with you that can disable stuff. I don't know, just something like that would be kind of neat. I think as like a mini game inside the game. But I think he was kind of hinting towards that. Just seeing how the defenses react with actual player characters in a PvP format. That's not like the main point of it though. There's also like cool little pets and mounts and stuff that you're gonna get that are gonna be robot themed, and just mechanical gnome theme and everything like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to Mechagon. I think the other zone will probably look nicer. People were saying the Mechagon looked like Fallout, which it kind of did, but it also kind of just looked like Junkertown from Overwatch. I think that's kind of more what they copied off of. But yeah. The next thing I'll talk about real quick is the flying is being unlocked, so that's kind of cool. A little bit, I feel like it's earlier than they normally unlock it. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I feel like it's normally the 0.3 patch, but maybe it is the 0.2 that they did in Legion. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. And I didn't actually look that up, so it feels a little bit earlier. But again, most people are just like, well, why can't we just fly? Why can't we just fly? Their response is always, because we want you to actually see the zones that we put in, all the intricate details and stuff like that, which in some ways seems like a little bit like they want you to appreciate them, which isn't always the best. But I don't know. It kind of feels. I both like it and understand it. I remember in BC after I got flying in Wrath, I'm like, well, why can't I fly? I think it was immediately in Wrath you had to unlock flying again too, or they instituted it back in. It was either Wrath or Kata or something like that, where they took it away and gave it back again. And I was like, well, why can't I just fly, right? So, I definitely get that side of it too because I've been there. So I'm definitely excited for it myself. It'll make doing world quests faster, and I kind of like doing world quests, so I'll probably run through them and do them all a lot. When you unlock flying, they announce you're gonna get this really cool robot parrot. It actually does look really cool. Everyone's gonna have it, so it won't be rare or anything like that, but it does look cool. So it is something to have, I suppose. Is there anything else that I was really super excited about? off the top of my head. I'm not really thinking of anything else. I'm excited to get into all these topics individually and spend a little bit more time on each one. And that's what I'll be doing this week and maybe into next week, depending on how time goes and everything like that. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to the patch or what you're looking forward to in it. And yeah, if you enjoy my channel, my videos, or if I've ever helped you, anything like that, please subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And everybody have a good one.